In this video, I'm going to share exactly how I passed the CompTIA Network Plus exam in just 2 months, even though I had no previous networking job experience. I'll take you step by step through the exact resources I used, my daily study routine, and my honest thoughts about the official CompTIA bundle. If you're planning to take the Network Plus or just starting your IT certification journey, stick around. This video will save you time and help you avoid common mistakes. Before we dive into my study plan, here's a little context. I've been working in IT for about 5 years now. In my first couple of years, I didn't have any certifications. I was just learning on the job and troubleshooting issues as they came up. After a while, I realized that while I could fix problems, I didn't always understand why certain solutions worked. That's when I decided to earn the CompTIA A+ certification. It gave me a solid foundation in hardware, operating systems, and troubleshooting. Once I completed A+, the next logical step was Network Plus. Even though I don't work in a dedicated networking role, I wanted to strengthen my understanding of network fundamentals. Plus, Network Plus is often a prerequisite for more advanced certifications like Security Plus or Cisco's CCNA. I knew that having this base knowledge would pay off in the long run. I set a goal to pass the Network Plus exam in just 2 months. This was an aggressive timeline, but because I already had my A+ and 5 years of IT experience, I felt it was achievable, as long as I stayed consistent and focused. The first and most important resource I used was Professor Messer's free Network Plus video series on YouTube. His videos are structured by the official exam objectives, so they cover absolutely everything you need to know. My approach was simple. I watched 1 or 2 chapters every evening after work. I paused frequently to take handwritten notes, which helped me retain the information. Pro tip: don't just watch passively. Rewrite key concepts in your own words and actively think through the examples he gives. After watching the videos for a topic, I switched over to CompTIA's CertMaster Learn. My company purchased the official CompTIA Network Plus bundle, which included CertMaster Learn, a structured, interactive course with review questions; CertMaster Practice, a practice test platform with adaptive questioning; an exam voucher for scheduling the real test. What I liked about CertMaster Learn: the review questions at the end of each section are very similar to the actual exam questions. It tracks your progress, showing which areas need more work. It reinforced what I had just learned from Professor Messer's videos. What I didn't like: the performance-based questions in CertMaster Learn are nothing like the real exam PBQs. This was honestly disappointing. The real PBQs are much more challenging and scenario-based. My advice: use CertMaster Learn for multiple choice practice, but don't rely on its PBQs to prepare for the exam. In the final 2 weeks before my exam, I shifted my focus to CertMaster Practice. This tool simulates a real exam environment and automatically focuses on your weakest areas. I take a full-time test, then spend extra time reviewing every single question I got wrong, making sure I understood why the correct answer was right. This built up my test-taking stamina and confidence. Here's what a typical day looked like during my 2-month study plan. Weekdays: watch 1 to 2 Professor Messer videos after work. Immediately take CertMaster Learn review questions for that topic. Write down anything I struggled with in a notebook for weekend review. Weekends: review all notes from the week. Take a full section quiz in CertMaster Learn. Watch extra videos if needed. This consistent routine was the key to making steady progress. The Network Plus exam itself has 90 minutes and up to 90 questions. The passing score is 720 out of 900. Be prepared. The first few questions will likely be performance-based, and they are tough. My strategy was to flag those PBQs, move on to the multiple choice questions, and come back later if I had time. Thanks to my preparation, most of the multiple choice questions felt familiar, very similar to CertMaster Learn style. The PBQs, however, were more like real-world troubleshooting scenarios. That's why it's so important to truly understand networking concepts, not just memorize answers. In the end, I passed on my first try. Considering I had no direct networking job experience, this was a huge accomplishment. Looking back, doing the A+ certification first was a huge advantage. It gave me a strong foundation that made topics like IP addressing, ports, and troubleshooting much easier to grasp. The combination of Messer's videos, CertMaster Learn, and CertMaster Practice was powerful, but I wish I had spent more time practicing subnetting and PBQs. Here's what I'd do differently if I had to do it again. Start practicing subnetting earlier. Find third-party PBQ practice labs, since CertMasters weren't realistic. Begin taking timed practice tests at least 3 weeks before exam day. If you're just starting out, here's my advice. If you haven't done A+, consider starting there first. It makes Network Plus much more manageable. Use Professor Messer's free videos as your main study resource. Combine them with official CompTIA materials if you can, especially if your company will cover the cost. Focus on understanding concepts, not just memorizing answers. And most importantly, don't panic during the exam. Flag difficult PBQs, manage your time carefully, and trust your preparation. Thanks so much for watching my Network Plus journey. I hope this video helps you plan your own path to success. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment sharing your study tips or questions. Good luck on your Network Plus exam. You've got this.